In this video, we will learn about AWS Global Infrastructure. Our main focus will be on learning what is availability zones, what is regions, and what is data center. Let's begin with data center. Data center is a building which is equipped with multiple computers and other hardware devices like storage device and networking device. On these computers and hardware devices, all the AWS services runs. Availability zone. It is a geographical location which contains multiple data centers. As we already know, this data center houses multiple computers on which AWS services runs. These data centers are connected with each other through some network. Regions. Region is also a bigger geographical location which contains multiple availability zones. You can compare region with a big city. In a big city, multiple societies is there, right? In each society, multiple houses are there. In each house, multiple people stay. And all the societies connected with each other through some roads. Similarly, in a big region, there are multiple availability zones. These three availability zones, and in each availability zones there are multiple data centers. In each centers there are multiple computers in which AWS services runs. All the availability zones are connected with some network. It is a very high speed network. AWS maintains minimum distance of 100 km or 60 miles between each availability zone. They do this to maintain isolation between each of them. It helps in preventing correlated failures. For example, if power cut happens in this area, it does not impact other availability zones because it is far away from this area. And it has different power supply. It also has different power supply. Similarly, if fire happens here or bomb blast happens here, it does not impact other availability zones. But why do we need multiple availability zone? Let's suppose due to any reason one of the availability zone stops working. If you have replicated your application and related data in any other availability zone, then you can activate your application from this availability zone. Hence, it makes your application more available. Now that we have seen what is availability zone and region, let's find count of them. Till today, there are total 34 regions and 108 availability zones. In this graph, all the green dots denotes active region and red dot denotes the region which is being constructed. All the regions are interconnected with each other with a very high speed network. You can clearly see in India we have two regions. One is in Hyderabad. Hyderabad region has 3 availability zones. Similarly, one region is in Mumbai. Mumbai region has also 3 availability zones, as you can see here. There is one unique code associated with each region. Here is the list of all the regions and unique codes. For example, Asia Pacific Mumbai region unique code is AP South 1. We have seen that Mumbai region has code AP South 1, and we have also seen that Mumbai region has 3 availability zones, 1, 2 and 3. So the name of Mumbai region availability zone is AP South 1A, AP South 1B and AP South 1C. You can clearly notice that we have named the availability zones just by attaching one alphabet after region code. Having multiple regions helps in many ways. It helps in abiding government policies. It helps in reducing latency. It helps in disaster management. Many government does not want their data to be stored in other countries. Hence, AWS make availability zone and regions in the respective country. It also helps in reducing latency. Let's suppose you are hosting an application in Hyderabad, but this application is being used by people of Canada also. When they are using your application, they are facing some lag due to the extra time taken in transferring data from Hyderabad to Canada. The solution is to host your application in Canada also. It makes user experience better and reduces the latency. It also helps in disaster management. Let's suppose due to any reason one of the region stops working. In this case, if you have maintained the replica of your application in any other region, you can recover from the disaster easily. Otherwise, you will have to suffer. There are a few more points I want you to be aware of. All the services of AWS are not available in all the regions of AWS. The other point that you should know is that the same service may cost different in different regions. For example, if you create one virtual computer in region 1, it may cost you $100. But the same virtual computer, if you create in region 2, it may cost you $200. Because in region 2, electricity cost is high, taxes are high,